Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Blue Jays Way, where we're sad. Actually, I'm sad. Yes, disappointed but not surprised, because
Yes. Yes.
Ohtani decided to use the Jays as leverage, or his agency did at least, and he's with the Dodgers for $700 million over 10 years, which is a lot
I
of
mean,
money.
first off, fair play by Ohtani. Like as much as it sucks, the game's the game, and he played the game well, and now he's got $700 million, which is insane. Guy's getting the most paid athlete in North America.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. He's worth
Yeah,
more than the Arizona Coyotes. I don't know if you saw that.
bro, he's worth more than every running back in the NFL for the rest of their contracts. That's
Also, I was looking at it. He's gonna be making 70 million a year, and he's Otani himself is making like more than some
yeah.
entire team's payrolls in the MLB this year, like Oakland, Tampa, I think Baltimore too, and some of the smaller teams down there as well. So Dodgers, I mean, you got your guy. You got Betts, Freeman, Otani, obviously,
Will
Kershaw.
Smith, Max Muncy.
Yeah, they have five MVP candidates. Who's
Yeah.
the last one? Who was a
Uh,
finalist or MVPs at least? Because what's his name? Kershaw won an MVP, right?
yeah, but Kershaw's technically a free agent right now, so
Yeah, but he's gonna re-sign with the team.
probably.
Like
Yeah,
where
probably.
where else is Kershaw gonna go?
But yeah, like I mean, just even the top four in that lineup or whatever: Muncy,
Jeez,
Betts, Freeman, uh,
Otani.
Ohtani. Why am I blanking on? He just
Holy
signed.
cow! What a
Yeah.
team, by the way. That team is absolutely insane. He would have looked good with Vlad and Bo and Springer and Cavan,
Oh, he
but
was
he,
literally every like what the Jays needed. Ohtani was. It's that simple. Like the
mm,
only better thing he could have been was an outfielder, which he wasn't.
he
But
was
he was a
sort of.
pitcher. He could hit. He was a left-handed batter. He's gonna hit you bombs. I mean, guy's gonna probably win another MVP in LA. I'm not surprised if he does.
There is a bright side to this though. Now other players in the American League can win MVP, so this is cool.
Yes.
We
Yes.
could actually not. We could choose an MVP this year instead of just choosing Otani. Even though Judge did win, but he kind of broke a record for home runs. So,
Yeah.
other than that,
That's all it takes,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, the
So
last thing I'll say about this whole Ohtani thing, Chris,
yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
that screw John Morosi. Uh, literally blue balled an entire nation.
Also, Dodgers Nation, screw them for that. Drake for wearing the Otani jersey because he Drake cursed
Great
us.
curse.
Drake curse. And any other reporter that said Otani was going to Toronto, because clearly that was just used as leverage towards us. And I heard this morning that a leak from Otani's agent was sent to John Morosi, and he tweeted that out so the Dodgers would raise their price.
Oh wow.
So I don't know if that's true or not. This is from Scott Mitchell, Blue Jays reporter. So if
Like I
that's
said, Chris,
true, kind of a scummy move, but whatever. I mean,
game's
you
a
gotta do
game.
what you gotta do. Yeah, you gotta
Game's
do what
a
you
game,
gotta do.
right?
If
So
we don't know what the Jays are at. They could have been at 650, and then that leak was like Dodgers put them up to 700, and then how do you match
no,
$700 million, right?
exactly. I mean, but kudos like to the Jays for staying in it because at the start of the offseason, we were both saying like, there's no way they're gonna be it. Not a chance. No way.
Yeah,
Um.
yeah. The 1 hour where the Otani flight hour was arguably the greatest moment I've ever had as a Blue Jay fan.
Oh
Um,
yeah. The only moment I think that topped that for me was the Batista bat flip.
yeah, that too. That was good as well. But yeah,
Right.
we'll always have that 1 hour of signing Otani. That was really cool. But
I think
speaking
it'll
of
be
signing,
interesting when he comes to Toronto now to see what his reception is because I believe it's sometime in April the Dodgers come.
yeah, and honestly, I can see him getting booed, which is kind of crazy.
I think so.
Um,
I think in a lot of places he'll get booed now.
yeah,
I think if he goes back to the Angels, he
there's
might get booed.
there's no way they boo him as an age. He won them two MVPs and they still couldn't make the
Yeah, but he
playoffs.
left. People are salty. They already took his mural down.
Oh,
I don't know if you saw.
I saw some Otani burnt jerseys yesterday too.
Yeah, and people were burning which is crazy by the way. Never burn a jersey. I don't care
No,
what they've done
you
to
know how
it, but
expensive they are. You
yeah,
can't burn a
never
jersey.
burn the jersey.
Cannot
April
burn a jersey.
26th, by the way, is when they come.
Oh, really? So that's gonna be a fun
Yeah.
series then, especially with MVP caliber Vlad next year. Because he's working out all off season.
Oh yeah.
This is the perfect time for the Jays to be like, screw it, we're going. Well, besides going all in, I don't know, for some reason, after all this heartbreak from the season, from not signing Ohtani, not trading for Soto, which I think was a mistake from the Padres. They should have waited until after Ohtani signed because I know Soto's price would have gone up even more. But this is the perfect time for the Jays to have the ultimate revenge tour, I think, next year. Because Can it get worse like than
It
this?
really can't. You're right now. If you're Ross Atkins and Mark Shapiro, you're at a point where a fan base kind of hates you. Let's
Yeah.
be real. Like the fan base is not very happy with them right now. I mean, they missed out on Soto, missed out on Ohtani, the whole Barrios thing last year in the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
So
honestly though, I can't blame them for missing out on Ohtani and
no,
Soto.
I'm
That's
not.
not
You
their
know what? The
fault.
smart baseball people aren't
Hmm.
going to be mad at them. I'm talking about the casual baseball fan,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? You know, the casual Toronto sports fan. Um, you need to make them happy. One way you do it, I think, right now is you take this money you were going to use for Ohtani
Hmm.
and you go extend Bo and Vlad.
I think so, and that right there is 500, 600 million of that.
Yeah,
That still leaves $200 million to spend on free agents if we're
but
going
as
around the
well, like
$700
now
million
you're
range.
yeah, but now you're also okay. You've done something. Let's be real. No one's really
Yeah.
coming off the books this year. I believe. I believe it's just Kikuchi comes off. I think Springer's got one more.
Yeah, let me check.
I want to, and all the
Blue
pitchers have at least one
Jays.
more as well. And then
Blue
next
Jays
free
contract.
agency, you can go ball out and get people because I think there's a bigger hitter class next year.
Yeah, there's a few hitters next year. Oh, your camera was just frozen there for a second.
Oh, whoops.
No, it's all good. It's all good. There are a few free agents next year. Let's see. Let's see what year is this? So, free agency, what year would be considered next year? 2025 free agency? Is that what that is?
Yes.
So it's literally Kikuchi, which is 12 million, and then Jimmy Garcia, which is 5.5 million next year. And then 2026, the year after, is Chris Bassett and Bo Bichette and Chad Green and Vlad, I think. I think it's
Yeah,
Vlad
that's what I mean.
too.
Like
I don't
2026
see
is the
Vlad
big
on
one,
there,
right?
but
So
yeah.
you might as well extend Bo and Vlad now. Give the
Hmm.
fan base something to hold on to for the next whatever 8 years, whatever you're gonna give them.
So how long would you give Bo and Vlad? I'd give them each 10-year deals and say sign here, give them
Yeah,
300 million each. Screw it, sign here and stay.
yeah. I mean I don't know if I'd give 300 million, but
Oh, I would.
I would give close too. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't know if they're 300 million each
I
right
think you give
now.
him 300 million. You backload
Yeah,
that contract because down the line the market value is only going to increase on players. So, or you could
true.
even front load the contract so it's even better for you, and go from there.
Yeah. I mean at this, yeah, 10 by 300 both of them, maybe 10 by 280, something like that. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm good with that.
definitely locking them up because let's be real, you need to give this fan base something to cheer about right now. You have an elite rotation. The free
Hmm.
agency right now is not matching what the Jays need at all. Um, Now I heard our best batter to go get is besides Cody Bellinger, which I really don't think we're gonna get him. By the way,
Go absolute
I
ham
think
for him.
I
Overpay
think
for
he's
him.
gonna go to the Cubs. I think it's almost guaranteed
That's
he's going to the
possible.
Cubs.
Well,
Yeah,
the Cubbies also missed out on Otani, so they're very
yeah,
pissed off as
that's
well.
what I mean.
He
Like,
could go to the
and
Giants
Bellinger
too.
just had a good year with the Chicago, so why break? Why change it? You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he's going back to the Cubs. I mean, like the next free agent I hear we've been going after is like Jorge Soler and like Michael A. Taylor.
Yeah, I saw a post from Blue Jay Center on Instagram right now, and it's the quick pivot points are right now. Okay, apparently Chapman, Bellinger, Teoscar, Reese Hoskins, who I'd actually really like to see on this team now, and Yamamoto. Which I know we don't really need pitching, but I'd sign Yamamoto in a heartbeat. I'd sign Bellinger in a heartbeat, and I would also sign either Teo or Reese Hoskins too in a heartbeat, and Jorge Soler obviously because he hits absolute moon balls.
Yeah. I really, as much as we need a third baseman, I really don't want Matt Chapman.
You know what,
Like,
Matt Chapman?
I love Chapman. Don't get me wrong; he's great defensively, but just for the money he's asking, I can't convince myself to give this guy. I think it's like 150 he wants.
Yeah,
I
150.
can't convince myself to give that to someone who's going to hit 220.
Yeah, that's fair, honestly. And right now, Jorge Soler, I'm looking at him. I'm on
And
Sport
it's not
Rack.
even like Jorge Soler where it's like 230, but he's going to hit you 35, 40 bombs, right? It's 220 with maybe 25 home runs.
Yeah, and his projected contract right now on Sport Rack is 4 years, 55 million. And these guys always lowball, so it's probably maybe
Yeah.
around the $70 million range, typically. So I could see that. I'd give him a probably 3-year deal, honestly. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd extend him to 4 years. But what do you think,
Sorry, you talking about Chapman or Soler?
Soler?
4 years? Maybe. Like at this point, at least you know someone's gonna hit you home runs for 4 years at this point.
That's
Like,
a good point. Yeah, and then
right?
and
Like at
now
least I know I'm gonna get 4 years of at least 30 plus bombs. At least he might hit 220, but he's gonna hit
mhm.
me 30 plus bombs.
Yeah, and then
Um
pivoting the to Chapman, his contract market value is 6 years, 103 million.
Yeah,
So also kind of lowballing, but
that's why I meant 5 by 150, right? So
yeah, I can see that.
like I don't know. The Jays are such a very. This is setting up to be a very terrible offseason.
It
And
started off so well, so
it
well.
did. It gave us so much hype, and I mean that's
Yeah.
all you can ask for as a fan, especially as a content creator. Like
Hmm.
it was a lot to cover,
Yes.
but yeah, it's gonna they're gonna have to pivot quick, and I don't know what they do. Whether it's going to get someone like Soler, bringing back Teo, extending Bo and Vlad. I also heard possibly Jorge Polanco's on the market from the Twins. Heard
Yeah.
he's on the market,
Also, speaking of
which is interesting.
trade, that would be a trade, correct?
Yeah,
I was also hearing Luis Robert from the Chicago White Sox, and other people were saying just say go nuts and trade for Mike Trout.
yeah. Okay, Mike. As much
Mike
as I would
Trout.
love Mike Trout here, he's not leaving. I'm sorry,
Hey,
but
they could. It's possible.
I mean, yeah, Luis Robert's an interesting one actually. I don't think the White Sox will trade him, and if they do, it's not going to be for a pretty penny. But he's definitely what the Jays need—a center fielder who uh is going to be an all-star level. Like that guy's going to hit
Yeah,
you 280 with
he's so
35
good.
plus bombs, right? Like
His numbers are just crazy. So
I know
he's
if
really
they
good.
want a cheaper option, I don't know if they'll move him, but I really like Ryan McMahon on the
Do you?
Rockets.
Yeah,
Third
people were saying that
baseman,
as well.
lefty, who's just hits tanks.
That's fair. Yeah, he does hit absolute tanks. But that's also in Colorado, so look at
True.
that. But yeah, it's
Sure, I would
still
have to look more into it, but maybe we'll do a video on like 3 guys to trade for or something like that soon.
yeah. I mean, at this point, we might as well, considering we don't have Otani on the team now.
Oh, but let me know if what you guys think down below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Kind of a mellow video, but oh well. Make sure you follow the Instagram and the Twitter. We've actually been very active on Twitter, so definitely keep the
Yes.
following up.
Hmm.
And with that being said, guys, go Jays, go! Hopefully, some good news coming soon.
Yep. See ya.